Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Crypto Duck Life.
Let's give it some. Alright. Yeah. Well, it'd be a Saturday morning, and I know you're not going to want to hang around here for very long, so let's just smash straight into it. Well, I was right. It wasn't bearish. Everything stayed green, so that's a big plus for me anyway. So, yay, gold star to the duck. Bitcoin. As I write this, it's sitting on 22,941, which is up 9.1% on 24 hours and over 15% for the week. It did hit 23 and bounce back, but I believe we're going to go straight back to it again. Long term, I'm still thinking 28 to 30k, right? I mean, maybe I'm just ducking mad, I don't know, but that's where I'm looking. Ethereum sitting on 1647, which is up 5.9% for the 24 hours and 13.3% for the week. Again, it's looking very strong. I'm pretty full of confidence on that. BNB sat on 303. It's up 5.4% for the 24 hours, but only 3.2% for the week. So it's a weaker performance compared to the others, but then there has been some FUD along BNB's route. So, yeah, either which way. For the week, the big winner was APT, which is up a colossal 80%. So things seem to be going back into their way. Frat Share was up 59%, so they've had a wonderful week. And Opportunity is up 52%. That's OP. Other ones to note, we've had Carver, which has had a good week, 36% up. It's finally broken into the top 100. We've been a Carver fan on the channel for some time. Hopefully they'll do and continue to do very well. Flare is down 5.5%. Nothing else up to 5% really has shown any sign of being negative. So that's all great on that front. Nothing really in the way of new news for today. Decentraland happens to be one of Genesis' creditors for about 55 million. Even that, you know, who cares really when it's all said and done. Waves, DEX, again, we're seeing a lot of concern and questions and worry over Waves. I mean, it's been going for fucking years and years and years. It's sad, really, but it is what it is. There's issues with drawing USDT and USDC. It appears that it's totally missing off the exchange. And no answers. You know, people have been posting on Twitter asking and no answers have been given. Not sure what's going on there, but it's definitely one to watch. Bitcoin mining difficulty has reached an all-time high. Blimey. Yeah. Well, itself should push Bitcoin higher. Fast token from FastX is apparently going to launch on January the 18th. That's definitely one you want to keep your eyes open for. The Central Bank of Uruguay has added one of Ripple's partners as a money transfer company. I guess that's bullish for them. Iran and Russia are talking about teaming up to create a gold-backed stablecoin. Two of the governments you would most trust to handle the gold backing of a coin. And Binance is going to support the GTO to GFT swap, token swap. Only relevant if you've got GTO, I guess. But that's all good. Outside of that, not huge amounts been happening other than the Harmony One hack funds being moved. I don't know if you remember, but the Lazarus Group in, I believe it was June, 22nd of June last year, reportedly stole, 100 million from Harmony One. Now they moved the stolen funds through Tornado Cash, but they did trace it from there. Around 41,000 ETH moved from Tornado Cash to Railgun, and then from Railgun onto various exchanges. Yeah, it is what it is. It's a fucking mess, isn't it? Binance and Huboy have teamed up to try to recover some of the funds, and they have gained a few million back, but yeah, I guess that's neither here nor there, really. Crypto.com's had some good news. They've signed their 8-year agreement to go carbon neutral, so, long-term things going on there. And Crypto.com's Cronus blockchain, it's set to have its version 1.0 Galileo update. It's due to happen on the 17th of Jan. I still think Cronus should be up at the, £2 area. I think it's going to be big in the future. I'm really hoping that, that they pick up some steam now. One of the ones that's had probably the best period ever is Tap Global. Basically, they offer just the card system from that Cronus does at a monstrous cost and with no perks. Cronus's card system has been embattled to fuck, and people have been whinging because, oh my god, they dropped the interests from 12% down to 8%, and your perks only equate to like 30 quid for nothing a month. And then you've got Tap Global on the other side of things that offers absolutely nothing, and they're going to the moon and people are raving about them. I just think there's a lot of hate for Crypto.com, and all the time they're sticking about, I think you're going to slowly see that hatred drizzle away. This new big update is going to improve the Cronus blockchain a lot, and we'll hopefully see several new projects coming over to Cronus. So it's all exciting stuff. I'm very pleased for it all. German bank, N26. It's basically an online bank, and they were big because they were one of the first ones that had the proper app, and you can only join them through the app. They've pulled out of the UK, so not really relevant to us here. But they added crypto trading in just a couple of specific countries. But with the recent rise to 2100, a lot of the fears have been reduced, shall we say. So they're now adding several more countries to the crypto trading side of their business. So that's good as well. Japan has basically said that it wants crypto regulated exactly the same as traditional finance. When I can see the arguments for that, and my opinions on that, so I think that's about it for that. Binance have burnt another 2 million BNB. Might be good for the BNB price. Obviously, it needs a bit of a push at the minute, doesn't it? Vold have been given another month's extension on their creditor protection. This is to give them time to restructure and make their creditors whole, rather than them just going out of business and it all going to shit. Nexo was supposedly, even after their trouble with Bulgaria, was supposedly looking or trying to buy them. They're essentially a direct competitor. Vold was not interested. Maybe they'll go for it now with this extra time. I'm not sure. We'll have to just watch that. India's central bank has asked for an outright crypto ban again. Yeah. 3AC founders. Yeah, these guys, who totally fucked up and went bankrupt and cost millions of people a load of money, are trying to raise 25 million to launch a new exchange. My question is why? Who the fucking hell is going to trust them again? Seriously, I mean, but hey ho, each to their own. A bullshit token called XRP Classic, Ripple Classic, pumped 400%. This is just a warning, really. Look, it's almost definitely like 99.999% just a scam. It's not even on the XRP ledger. It's on the fucking Ethereum ledger. It's not connected to Ripple in any way. They're just utilising the name to con you out of money. So yeah, if you look at their website, it's all basically just copy pasted bollocks. I mean, hey, if one of you guys are listening and you're serious, by all means get in touch and prove me wrong. I'd love that and would happily take that back. But Dot has released version 3 of its cross-chain messaging service. It's been in development for the last 15 months, and it will greatly help the network with anything cross-chain. According to court documents, FTX bosses voiced their concerns regarding the use of client funds, but then they're going to say that, aren't they? Binance has gained regulatory approval in Poland. Microsoft has said they're going to let 11,000 employees go. That's not great. It's going along with all the crypto layoffs. It just shows everything's struggling at the minute, not just crypto. The Vice Prime Minister of Ukraine wants to make them a crypto hub and leading place in the world, but I've heard so many fucking vice presidents and presidents say that. I'm not really over infused these days on that front. Coinbase have halted all operations in Japan and have asked people to withdraw any funds that they have in there. And in December, for the first time, God knows how long, NFT sales are up. I mean, if you're looking at the figures for how many NFT have sold, it still looks dismal. But hey, it's a little bit of slope at the end. We got hit with a double blammy, basically. The DOJ, Department of Justice, did a big announcement that they were going to make some huge industry-rocking announcement without giving any hint of what it was. Markets responded by crashing universally, as you would expect. And then they did the announcement, and basically it was a load of piddle that doesn't matter to anybody. Essentially, they shut down some unheard-of Russian exchange. And no doubt that the purpose of that has got nothing to do with crime or money laundering. It was obviously just tracked back to some Russian government official. So I would say it was more a political thing than a crypto thing, really, and nothing to worry about. And then the second part of the double blammy was the news that Genesis were going to be filing for bankruptcy, Chapter 11, which is not good. Obviously, that's ongoing fallout from FTX and DCG's issues. Going on from that, DCG issues, the monstrous CoinDesk, which is owned by DCG, is in talks over acquisition. It put itself up for sale late last week, I mentioned it. That could be a good sign to you of just how deep DCG's troubles are if they're actually trying to do something like that to sort themselves out. So not huge news for them, but let's move that to one side. What other news did we get? Consensus, the team, development team behind some parts of Ethereum. They are also the creators of MetaMask. They're letting 100 staff go, just fall out from crypto winter. I don't think we need to read anything more into that in the sense of, they're doing what needs to be done. Plenty of other companies have let staff go, including companies like Microsoft and that. It's just one of those things. As everything tightens up, the companies have to tighten up what they're spending on as well. That is kind of it for bad news. So let's have a look at some slightly better news, shall we? The Australian National Bank is going to release a fully backed, with Australian dollar obviously, stable coin on the Ethereum and Algorand networks. So that would be a huge boost. That's fantastic news. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. AVAX Dex, Trader Joe, probably one of the biggest ones. Everyone knows Trader Joe. They're planning tweaks to increase token value. Not 100% sure what those tweaks are going to be yet, but it's all good news regardless. OKX has revealed 7.2 billion in proof of reserves, none of which in the OKX token itself. I would take that simply as good news. OKX will hopefully sink in and suck up a lot of the fallout from FTX and Genesis and get themselves some extra customers and probably have a good year ahead for them. Ripple XRP has hinted at a June verdict, or at least within sort of the next 10 months. He's done a couple of big interviews, but overall the CEO's basically claiming that both the law and the facts are on their side and they expect to win. But then, take that with a grain, because what else is he going to say? Do you know what I mean? But, fingers crossed that's good news. And, CRYPO, the SHIB-based metaverse, is getting closer to launch. Very good for them. And Poloniex, everyone's original exchange, is celebrating its 9th birthday. So congratulations to Poloniex. Last little bit that's just come in. Luna CTO has left Luna. Yeah. Could be connected again to DCG, who own Luna. So things are all hotting up down that front, aren't they? Right, what are we expecting market-wise? Well, hell, I'm still kind of bullish, I'm afraid. I if we can just regain control, stay where we are, maybe see a little bit of improvement tomorrow, then I think we're good to go. I don't think we're being pushed back yet. Things can change today. I have to watch it and see which direction we're rolling at. Right, have a good one, people. Next, I paid $45 million to a settlement with the SEC after their bullshit. Genesis has officially filed for Chapter 11. It released details of over $3.5 billion that they owe to various creditors. One of those creditors being Bybit. Now, Bybit have come back on that. They've said the creditor was just their investment arm. Client funds are kept completely separate from their investment arm. There is no cross-contamination to worry about, blah, blah, de blah. But, people have still remained sceptical and scared. You can't hardly blame them, can you, really, with everything that's been going on? So there you go. Nothing was down today. BTT was the only one, and that's not even a full percent, 0.8, so it's all green. Yeah. The CFTC, that's the Commodities Futures Trading Commission, do not want self-certification. They're trying to edge their way into more oversight of the whole area. Nothing surprising there, is there, really? Graviton, the fintech company, has set up a service to help Web3 startups gain funding. India way, I believe that is. Fantastic for them. Ripple have said that they will not settle. There's a 0% chance of settlement, and they expect a full ruling. Yeah, that's quite a turn up, because a lot of people were saying that they would settle. We'll have to wait and see on that one. Marsbit, a Binance, Huboy and OKX backed Chinese news outlet, is eyeing up the chance to buy CoinDesk. Yeah, well, makes no odds, does it? Phantom has released a decentralized funding system. Basically 10% of their transaction fees are going to be put into this vault, in inverted commas, ecosystem vault. Fantastic, isn't it? And that ecosystem vault can then be used to fund projects. Those wanting to be funded have to jump through a certain array of hoops and bells and whistles to get that funding. But why not? It's free funding, isn't it? Sri Lanka is going to be the host of the first Cardano-based EV project. The e-tuk-tuk system is going live. We did mention this, last November-ish. But that's going live now, so that's great. Robinhood Wallet has added support for SHIB and Ethereum. Some report come out saying that Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, ADA, and then Matic and Uni and Link were all undervalued. They even said Dodge and SHIB were undervalued. So I mean, I'd start to lose somewhat faith in that as soon as I start saying that. But hey ho, yeah. MoonPay payment system, crypto payment system, is buying Web3 agency Nightshift. They're going to rebrand it to Other Life. Basically, MoonPay want to become the one-stop shop, basically, for any company wanting to get into crypto. Good for them. Interesting stuff, I guess. LUNC had a small boost as Binance officially supported its latest upgrade, but that's nothing new, seeing as Binance has been supporting the original LUN Luna project since the start. Bank of Spain has launched its first test of the euro-backed stablecoin EURM, so big day for them. Winklevoss has entered that he intends to file a lawsuit against Barry and DCG. They've also said that them filing, Genesis filing for the Chapter 11 is not going to insulate any of the wrongdoers. So we'll have to wait and see on that front. China's digital yen is now supporting smart contracts. So that's a huge upgrade there. An interesting choice of an upgrade as well. There's been a 40% drop in ransomware extortion money. So this seems to be largely due to people refusing to pay rather than less cases of it happening. Nexo. Oh yeah, I said that. They've paid the 45 million settlement to the SEC. Little bit disturbing, really, when you think about it, seeing as we're still fighting to see what is fucking under SEC and what isn't, but hey ho. And Google is the latest one to do layoffs. They've announced 12,000 employees are going to be let go. That's after yesterday's announcement from Microsoft. So things continue to look a bit choppy in that sector. So, yeah, look, that was your Saturday. Everyone's caught up for the week's news. The markets are all green. I'm expecting big things this coming week. Big things indeed. Sit tight and have a look. Please, subscribe. Whack me up on the socials. It's all good, it's all good. Thank you.
All things crypto by a duck life. See you next time.